Hi everyone, what's up? So I'm Leah, I'm a French girl who happens to dabble into writing fantasy, and I'm currently revising my political fantasy novel with a dash of romance, whose title is Fallen Dynasties. It's book 1 of a duology, and I'm on draft 3. I'm struggling a bit with the revision, but you know, these things takes time. But today I wanted to do the mid-year freak out tag challenge. Not just tag. Because I was kindly tagged by Curious Cat. She has a reading and writing channel, and she's French like me, so you should definitely check out her channel. Yeah, I don't know what to say more, so as we say in French, allons-y! So the first question is, did you set any writing goals at the beginning of the year? What were they, and are you on track? So I didn't set any writing goal per se at the beginning of the year, because I was a bit, I don't know, superstitious maybe? Like, I was afraid that if I were to set any goals, I would be paralyzed by the task. And yeah, I have a really hard time with deadlines and participating in challenges like this. So yeah, so I didn't have like hard goals like word count or something, but I did set some goals right after finishing the first draft of my first manuscript ever. So I wanted to edit book 1 of my political fantasy, I wanted to draft a gothic novella in English, brainstorm book 2 of the political fantasy, and then I wanted to think about and brainstorm an historical romance. So that was my plans, my projects. And I'm happy to say that most of them are on their way, except the historical romance, because I left it aside because I don't have a lot of idea for it, just some vibes, I guess. And one particular scene, and I don't want to... I'm not in the right headspace to think about it now, but maybe it will come after if I ever finish one book. We'll see. So the second question is, what are you currently working on, and how much writing have you done so far this year? I'm currently revising book 1 of my political fantasy, and I am precisely in Act 1 of Draft 3. So the first draft sat at 60k words, and then I did a minor pass of revision that I called my draft 2, and it went up at 65k. But now I want to greatly improve the plot and the political aspect of the book, and I've set a goal for 80k for this draft. It's a lot of work for me because I am an underwriter. But I'm confident I can make it because I want to have roughly 40 chapters, and my chapters are on average between 1500 and 2000 words. So I'm confident I can make it. Besides, I already increased Act 1 with 3 new chapters, and I passed the 20k mark as of right now. As for the second part of the question, I feel as if I didn't write enough this year. Well, at least didn't write as much this year as last year. Well, the second half of last year, because I picked up writing again in July, but it's mainly because I wrote more sporadically and on smaller projects. I didn't have a big project like last year, where I was drafting my first novel ever, and I did write every week because of my writing workshop. But yeah, it was more smaller pieces like creative nonfiction or poems, and not one big project. Yeah. Have you reached any milestones so far this year? So quite a bit if I think about it. For example, I finished draft 1 of my gothic novella that I started writing in January. If I can count, I wrote it in 4 months, so I'm super proud of that. I also joined, as I say earlier, a writing workshop, and it made me more confident and comfortable in writing in English. And together we published a collective book where one of my poems is included. So I guess I'm a published author, even though it's a collective book. It's like a stepping stone. So I'm super grateful for that and super proud of me for that as well. The next question is, what does your writing routine look like right now if you have one? Has it changed since the beginning of the year or the previous year? Are you happy with it? If not, how would you want it to look like? So I don't currently have a real routine. I think I struggle to write at predetermined moments because my life is all over the place, to be fair, and I have so many things to do on a daily basis. So yeah, in my old job I was able to write a bit every day because I managed to put the work aside and write a bit in the morning or in the afternoon, but it's not the same at my new job. I don't know, it's a bit more difficult. So I try to write during the evenings, but I found out that I'm less productive on the evening. I have some chronic illnesses that make me tired all the time, and I'm definitely not a night owl. But the problem is I'm not a morning bird either, so it's kind of difficult to manage a 9 to 5 with a writing routine. But I like to participate in live stream or co-writing with someone because it gives me some discipline, and it's during this moment that I can concentrate on my story and nothing else. So yeah, for live streams, they are the best. It's really hot in here, so I'm going to put the fan. I hope it's not going to do too much sound. Have you encountered any good resources about writing? So I recently discovered the Writing Helping Writers series and their thesaurus, and it is really interesting. I got the emotional one and the conflict thesaurus, and I studied them a bit to hone my writing practice, and it gave me so many advice and clue on how to craft a well-made character. For example, I used the template of a character arc to go into depth into my characters, and I think it helped me understand them more and better also. So yeah, definitely a great resource that I recommend, and I plan on acquiring some more because they have a lot of them. I'm not sure which one I should get after that, so if you know this series and you have one you recommend, please don't hesitate to do that in the comment section. If you write with a playlist, what are your current go-to songs to get into writing mode? So I try to have a playlist for every project that I have, and I love to curate my writing song based on the genre, what I'm writing of. So for example, for my gothic novella, I had an excellent gothic playlist that was kind of horrific and really moody, and I listened to it repeatedly on repeat. And for Fallen Dynasty, my go-to music is epic music, especially the band Two Step From Hell. So next one is, what is the toughest moment related to your writing so far this year? I think the toughest moment was how to tackle my revision and figure out my revision process. Had a big writing slump in February and March, and I thought I was going nowhere, basically. I was very disappointed in my first draft of Fallen Dynasties and thought of abandoning it for a moment. But then I booked a coaching session with a French author, and she really helped me clear out my fears and my apprehension about revision. It really helped me to motivate myself and be more into my project and renew my love for this story. So I was very grateful for this book, for this coaching session. It was such a great thing. Yeah, it really helped me. And what is the best memory related to your writing so far this year? So I think my best memory would be going on a writing retreat with my friends on in January, in the beginning of the year. It was so cozy, so inspiring, and yeah, it was so nice. I wrote a lot during this weekend. I think like 2k words. It's a lot for me. And I started the first draft of the Raven Society during this writing retreat. I was so interested to learn about my friend's project as well. So yeah, I clearly recommend doing a writing retreat once in your life. I wish I could back to do one. Maybe during the summer or when, I don't know. And I think you can clearly do some writing retreats at home as well. You don't have to spend money to go to a writing retreat. Just dedicate 1 or 2 days to writing, and yeah, so good. But I think, yeah, maybe in August I would have time to do that. I'm not sure because I'm going to travel a lot, but at the same time, traveling is really good for writing as well. I love to write on the train, for example, so we will see. Next question is, something important that you've learned or advice for your future self. Can be very practical about the craft or more broadly about your own practice. I'm really bad with this kind of question. I never know what to choose or even what to think about. I'm really bad with advice. So even for myself. But yeah, I never know really what to learn of a specific experience. So yeah. But yeah, what can I say? I'll say trust the slow work. And I will advise myself to slow down. There's no need to rush. Even though we think we have to be productive every day to record our progress and our achievement, sometimes just showing up is an achievement. So yeah, I need to let myself linger, experiment, and return to square ones once in a while. And yeah, I need to let go of the belief that my productivity is the best thing about me. So yeah, you get the gist, you know. Finally, what would you like to accomplish with your writing during the second half of the year? So I would like to finish draft 3 and send this new version to beta readers. But I need to find some serious beta readers for this one, so but that's another question. I have so many plans. I found out there's a like contest where you can submit your work in progress. It doesn't have to be a completed book, so maybe I will submit my first chapter to this contest to get a chance to be coached by a real editor and stuff. So it sounds really great, so maybe I would do that. And that's why I need to send my first chapter to beta readers so they can give me feedback and maybe get it in the way that it's the best possible. Yeah, I really want to make some progress on that, and I would like to finish my draft 3. I also want to apply for kind of an accountability circle where we reunite every month and we make comments on other people's work. So I think it would be a really great help, even though it won't be from, I don't think they are specialized in fantasy, but we'll see. I think it would be great help. And yeah, maybe starting drafting book 2, because I'm really excited about this second book. It's going to be really interesting. Spoiler alert, it will be from the POV of the female main character this time. So yeah, really interesting, I think. And also I want to I have so many projects actually, that's a lot, but yeah, I'm like that. I always like to have great plans and projects. I would like to write a short story that I will be submitting to a magazine, and because I found out about there was a special theme, and I was really inspired by this theme. I already written a lot of it, But you know, for this submission there is a minimum and a maximum of signs allowed, and I'm not in this bracket for now, so I need to revise it to push my word count up, because it's too short for now. And yeah, but the deadline is quite long, so I have a bit of time for that. Yeah. And also, finally, I want to start and write a newsletter. So it would be more like a Substack, but you know, it's a mix between blogging and a newsletter. And I don't know, yeah, I would like to do that, to maybe showcase my short form stories in it, my poems, my short fiction. So yeah, that's it for the video. So the last question is to tag other writers, to do this tag, I guess. And yeah, I will do that, even though there's no pressure to do it. If you want to do it, feel free to do it, but there's no pressure. And yeah, so I will tag C.K. Jensen, Sierra, Belle Brooks, and Ash Daniel. Yeah, so I will link their channel in the description, and I hope they will see this video and want to participate in the tag. Yeah. So I'm done yapping for now, and I hope you found this video interesting. I think it's super motivating to do some mid-year checkpoint to see how far we've come and how far we still need to go. And it's very motivating as well to track our progression. So yeah, I'm thankful for this tag to have helped me reflect on my writing year and all the things like that. So that's it for me. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!